Hello, I'm Rob Reynolds in Washington with the main stories brought to you by Al Jazeera. The U.S. and Yemen are in a dispute over what to do about some 100 Yemeni detainees awaiting repatriation from Guantanamo Bay prison camp. Washington says it may delay the men's return home because of fears they could be recruited by al-Qaeda. It says unless Yemen builds a rehabilitation center to help them abandon their ideologies, the prisoners could instead be transferred to Saudi Arabia. A lawyer for one of the 5 men facing trial for the September 11th attacks in the United States says the defendants plan to plead not guilty. Scott Fenstermaker says his client, Ali Abd al-Aziz, revealed the men's intentions during a visit to Guantanamo Bay last week. He says the defendants want to use the court proceedings as a platform to condemn American foreign policy. Iranian state media says the country has begun a 5-day-long large-scale war game exercise. Officials say the air defense drill is aimed at practicing responses to simulated attacks on the country's nuclear sites. The U.S., Israel, and other Western countries suspect Iran's nuclear program is aimed at making nuclear weapons, but Tehran maintains it is for peaceful purposes. It has warned it will retaliate if provoked. Iran's president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, is on his way to Brazil as part of a visit aimed at strengthening ties with South America. The Brazilian government is a backer of Iran's nuclear development program as long as it remains peaceful. Ahmadinejad will also visit Venezuela and Bolivia during his trip to the region. India's Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has arrived in Washington, where he'll meet with President Barack Obama. The two leaders are expected to discuss a host of issues, including the global economy, climate change, and Afghanistan. Singh has called on Washington to put pressure on Pakistan to rein in Islamist fighters. Exit polls in Romania indicate that President Traian Băsescu is leading in the country's elections, but he may not have enough votes to avoid a runoff. Romania has been under pressure to resolve a political crisis, which has forced the International Monetary Fund to freeze a $2 billion loan until a new government is established. And those are the top stories on Al Jazeera. Don't forget, you can keep up to date with all the news on our website. That's aljazeera.net/English.